Jim Lampley famously said that was like Gatti Ward 4, and to hear somebody say that about Floyd Mayweather, you know, somebody bringing that out of Floyd Mayweather, I mean, that's a unique thing.
The late Roger Mayweather.
And your trainer said, make him fight. Who was your trainer in that fight?
That was Don Turner and Andrew Council.
There's that big shot.
Yeah, and the game plan was for that fight to make Floyd fight. Floyd is a very smart thinker, and if he can take his time and look for openings and place his punches, he know how to win the fight very easy. But the game plan was to make Floyd fight, to keep him busy, so we can land an opening shot.
I noticed, you know, you were looking at the body when you had him on the ropes a little bit. You know, you weren't looking for like the big shot.
No, because I know Floyd moves his head very well. So if I can get a good shot down to the body to drop his hands, then I can land that shot up top again.
Now, did he hurt you a little bit too? I mean, there's a moment here where I mean, it's coming up where he sort of went down to a knee. Was it a slip? Was it like it's hard to tell sometimes, you know.
2 times in the knockdown it was a slip, and 2 on was real knockdown. He pushed my head down one time, but Floyd is a smart fighter. When he places his shots to the body, he zaps your energy, take a lot out of you.
Like I think right here, like, you know, it's like it's hard to tell. Is that a knockdown? Was it like more of a slip? You know, was it like pushing him? And, you know, I love the fact that you're coming back here. You know, it's like you're not, you know.
I really was trying to get that boy. And after that fight, I found out that I was anemic and my blood was low. My iron, I had low iron. And the doctor was saying that's why my output would go up and come down. I was dropping my performance at times.
Did you do anything to alter that? Like, were there suggestions that they made?
Yeah. I started getting the B12 shot once a week.
Yeah, you know, and one thing that I read after that fight was that you know, he had injured his shoulder and arm and a hand, you know, and he's famously had hand issues in fights. Did you guys know that during the fight or something, or, you know, sort of found out after the fight?
No, found out after the fight, but we knew he had hand problems before the fight because he doesn't ball his fist up completely when he throws punches. That's why his hands are so quick. And the reason they wanted to wear winning gloves because of the better protection on your hands. I didn't want winning gloves. I wanted Reyes. And they made me wear winning.
I see. Now, another question I had with regard to Floyd, and then we sort of move on. We were going to do a video on this at another point in time. You know, You don't think of Mayweather as like a blood and guts fighter, but I mean, you know, because when you see, let's say, Arturo Gatti, he's bleeding all over. You see guys like that. That's the perception fans get. But when somebody injures their hand, you know, fans don't see that, so they think the guy's just being lazy or whatever. You know, do you think it's fair to say that Floyd has heart as a fighter? Because a hand injury technically is, you know, it's a more serious thing than, let's say, certain cuts. You know.
Floyd is 100%. He's a tough fighter. He got hot. He ain't gonna back down. But he'll find a way to beat you with his heart without taking punishment.